Stu here with exciting news from Raid Shadow Legends. We have a mercy system, a pity system added to the game finally. This is brand new. We can download the patch right now. We don't have access to everything. That will be later tonight. We will have the full-on 2.3 patch available to us. But right now we have the pity system and it is in play. It just got activated. The Diamond said the system is already live and it takes into account shards that were opened before the system went live with this update. Thus, the system calculates all shards opened since the last epic legendary champion received from a certain type of shard. This is really good news. I'm glad we have this in the game, and there's not a counter to it. Maybe they'll add a counter to it, so we know that when we get over 220 ancient or void shards, we're guaranteed to get a legendary champion. That's what it's going to be, 220, and we'll be guaranteed to get an ancient or a void legendary out of those shards. Sacreds is a little bit different. We'll read about that in a minute. Once activated, the Mercy system increases your odds of summoning champions of a specific rarity with every consecutive shard you summon of that type. For example, after summoning 20 Void Shards without getting an epic champion, your chances of getting an epic champion from the Void Shards will increase by 2% every shard after that. Once you get an epic champion, at which point the odds will reset back to the default chance for that rarity. Now let's read further down here. Your mercy counters are tracked individually for each type of shard, meaning if you summon a legendary champion from a sacred shard, it won't affect your mercy counter for ancient shards. After you successfully summon either an epic or a legendary champion, your mercy counter will reset for the rarity from that type of shard, and your chances will reset for those displayed in a default sum. They'll reset to default, right? The ancient and void shards, the mercy counters for each epic and legendary are tracked individually. This means that if you get a legendary champion, you won't reset your mercy counter for epic champions if you've already done your 20 plus shards without summoning an epic. That is great that the counters are separate for ancient, for void, for sacred, and for legendary and epics within those categories. So it doesn't matter if I'm opening a whole bunch of ancients and I get lucky and I get a legendary, but I haven't gotten an epic yet. I get lucky and get that legendary, sure, my legendary counter is going to be reset to the default, but my epic is still going to be going until I get an epic champion. Till I summon over 20 epics, and then I'll get a 2% increase for an epic every shard after that to get an epic champion. This is great news. I am very happy about this. The ancients and voids for a legendary, after 200 summons without a legendary, we get a 5% increase. So that would mean 220 shards, we're going to get a guaranteed void legendary or ancient legendary champion. I kind of think for voids, it's a lot, right? Voids are very hard to come by and they're very expensive. I would like a different category for ancient and voids, but hey, I'll take whatever we can get. This is great news. It would be really cool. Again, voids are very hard to come by and they are super expensive. So I would really have the voids kick in at 150, 100, 150 sounds reasonable. A little bit better than the ancients, but let's take it one step at a time. Please let me know how you feel about this system. It did just go live. This was not in the game prior to this, but it is retroactive to the last time that you pulled your legendary or your epic champion. So this is great news. Thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate your time. I will see you all in a video soon.